Yeah, I take a sip of my little joint. I recommend
Welcome,
these to
beautiful
both of
people,
y'all.
to Just Glow podcast. I am your host, Gloria Velez, and you already see my reoccurring guest, good friend, spiritual brother, Jon Connor,
Yes,
here.
indeed.
And you see that we have a third special guest, and this beautiful, iconic young lady, Kat Stacks, is in the building. What up, mama?
Make some
Welcome,
noise. Make some
baby.
noise.
So we have her here. If you guys didn't see our last episode, we talked about Miss Kat Stacks, about how she got into this industry and how a lot of these ladies now in reality shows on the internet are kind of mimicking the path she already took years ago with WorldStar.com. And I don't think a lot of people give her enough credit to that she did this. Our reality shows were more on websites, and then we didn't have Instagram, and YouTube wasn't as big. So I want to get to know her a little bit better, her past, her future, what she's doing now in her present time, and about her world star family, and how did that come about, and her fame, her claim to fame. So welcome, mama. So tell me, let's start from the beginning. Let's start from the beginning, like getting into entertainment business. What age were you? How did you know that you wanted to be in entertainment?
I really didn't know the industry until, well, I got in it when I was 19 years old, when you guys were watching.
Okay, so you was 19, so you was a baby. Okay.
And I got into it because one of my good friends at the time, Jenna Shea, introduced me to the owner of World Star Hip Hop. And that's how we came about working with him.
Right. So when he approached you, or you approached him with an idea, did he have the idea or you had the idea?
No, he approached me.
Oh, okay, okay. So when he approached you, what was your first video like that you came about? Was it a lot of drama? Was it just sexy videos? How did you guys start the controversial videos?
He saw me arguing on Twitter with certain artists. It was like a drunk rant on Twitter. And he sent me an email and asked me if I would make a video. I don't remember if it was for like $400 or $500. He asked me to make a video and turn what I wrote on Twitter into a video instead of writing. And I asked Jenna about it. And she said, yeah, do it, blah, blah, blah. So I did it, and that's how it started.
So he was actually paying you to do these videos. That's smart. Okay.
Yeah,
so a lot of things. Go ahead.
My first video got like 5 million views. So that's how.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit. My question is, did you know that it was gonna get as big as it did? Did you imagine that, or did you just think, "Ah, this is something I'll do. He asked me to do it. It ain't really about nothing." Or did you kind of have an idea that it was gonna get as big as it did?
No, but I had to pay rent at the time, so I just thought about rent. I didn't think about the internet and what it was gonna come out of it, so it was weird afterwards. But I had recently had a baby, so I had a newborn, so I had to like make money somehow, and it was better than being in the strip club or something. Just talk shit
right. So at the time, you just had a new baby, you're saying, right? At 19?
I had the baby on November 26th, 2009, and I made the world baby in
January. Okay. So all the videos that you were doing was it scripted, or was it your life, really? Like some of it scripted? Like, okay, there was one that really got to me, that you was in a car full of people and you pulled up. I'm not for sure if it was like a complex or a hotel or whatnot. And they kind of set you up to fight people or them to jump you. Was that real, or was that just for show?
That one was real. I think it's about the Massey video. He died, by the way. They shot him like 19 times.
Mm.
Oh, God bless. I didn't know that. Jesus.
Yeah. I was well, since I'll explain it. I was living with him at the time in Atlanta. And we fell out, got in an argument, and I ran away from his house. And someone told them that I was at a studio. What's that rapper name? He raps a song called N.I. Young LA or something. Whatever. This is Young LA or something called. Long story short, Mazzy was paying people to let him know where I'm at for $2,500, and on me and said where I was at, and he pulled up. And they don't show it in the video how many guys are there when they pull out their guns. So, yeah, they surrounded me with like 7 guys and 3 girls, and I'm by myself. You know, I wasn't ready. I'm still 19. So, I just had to take it. And if you see at the end of the video, I had to get back in the car with him. It was awesome. And
well, you were still in survival mode.
Yeah.
Well, that's not really entertainment. That's abuse. And that was a setup to manipulate and abuse a 19-year-old girl.
Well, he's dead now, so he got his karma.
Well, yeah. Karma. Jesus Christ. So you was in an abusive relationship with him for a pretty long time. How long you were with him?
For like a year and a half.
Jesus. Well, I'm glad you got out of that situation.
Hell
Definitely.
yeah.
But I saw a lot of other things. You got into a lot of scuffle, and a lot of girls are doing that now for social media. Some are real, some are fake, and with these reality shows, and everybody has to fight. But it looked like a lot of the fights you was getting into was real. You know, you was fighting a lot of these girls. So were some of them like, scripted like these reality shows, or you was really getting into these scuffles with women?
I don't think there's a video out of me actually fighting. I think any videos are on YouTube. They're all from World Star Hip Hop, and they're all scripted.
They're all scripted. Okay. Oh, okay. So you outing men, and you're saying that, certain things that you were saying, those were scripted too, just for likes or for people to view? Were you telling the truth or not?
No, I wasn't telling the truth. Any videos out on World Star Hip Hop, I was under a management contract by them. And every time I make a video, I would get a deposit. It was fake.
Right. Oh, it was all fake.
Most of it.
Wow, that's insane. Jon.
Damn, that's super crazy. Because I was saying when we was watching it back at the crib, I'm from Michigan. I'm from Flint, Michigan, a little bitty ass town. You was reaching all over the country. So when we was watching it, we was tuned into that shit.
People were believing this shit.
Yeah.
People are believing this, and it's not good for other women that are saying the truth about these men, and they're paying you so you can pay your bills and take care of your child. You had to lie, and it's insane. They kind of manipulate you with money to say this, do that. Had no idea. Like, I thought like that. I really thought it was real. Like, you was believable. I mean, for me, I believed it.
Yeah, I was sold.
You're good.
I was sold, man.
So
and
how long in contract?
Go
ahead, Mama.
No,
I'm
go
listening.
ahead.
Oh no, I really was just home with an ankle bracelet, so I had nothing else to do.
Okay, wait, another question. Why did you have an ankle bracelet?
It's not sorry, but immigration put an ankle bracelet on me because they was trying to deport me and they couldn't. And when it comes to immigration, you have to stay in your family's house, and they come check you twice a week. So I had nothing to home and be on a computer and be on World Star.
Damn.
Not funny.
No, I know, but you was manipulated. You was 19. People got to understand, you was 19, not from here. at trying to plant her feet and someone throwing money at you to say and do what they want you to do. That's manipulation, mama. So yeah, you got to take some, ownership to it. But then again, you were still young learning, you know what I'm saying? And all these men manipulated you. And then you're bashing other men. And, it's just like a fucking domino effect that's still happening to this day. A lot of men are being lied upon, and that's why they don't believe women like me and other women that do go through shit. Because 19, again, I have to stress that, have a baby, not from this country, and trying to plant her, feet and flashing hundreds and hundreds of dollars to do what they say. So, I don't want people to attack you. And I love that you're telling your truth. So before you came to America, where are you from? I don't even know where you're from.
Venezuela.
Oh, you're Venezuelan. I didn't even know you're Latina. I didn't know that either. That's dope. So so what age did you come into America?
When I was 9 years old.
Oh, 9. Okay. Wow. Okay. So you came really, really little.
My angle, I wanted to ask this something I wanted to ask when I was looking up stuff on you. And I seen somewhere you said you had left home at 14. I was just wondering, well, what initially made you leave the crib at 14?
I met a pimp from New York that I didn't know was a pimp, and he convinced me to run away with him to New York.
And where did you meet this pimp, if you don't mind me asking?
Miami.
In Miami. Wait, you're from Miami? Yeah. I did not know that either. Yeah, there's a lot of pimps out here. Y'all got to be beware of that shit. These girls, I mean, there's a lot of money out here thrown around too. So I can see that. So you met him and then you moved to New York. And then how long you was staying with this pimp? Just curious, if you don't mind me asking.
For like 5.
You said 5 years?
5 years.
Wow. Was it a healthy relationship? I mean, if you don't mind sharing, because it definitely makes sense of going into another relationship business with a men with that try to pimp you out again at 19 on social media. We're so brainwashed. You were so young at 14, getting with this pimp for 5 years. You think that's part of life. Like, you think this is natural. This is what life is, because that's what you was around for 5 years. And whatever mental abuse or emotional abuse or physical abuse that you was going through. So, and then you met these men at 19. And I would like to ask you this. The baby's father is the pimp, the baby's daddy?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So it makes all sense.
Well, look,
I'm sorry that you went through that.
Let me ask something, Glo. This is what I never understood, like, about just the whole pimping, hoeing game. Why ain't it just easier for you to just get the money and keep it for yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, or just hustle for yourself. Why is there even a need for a pimp? Because y'all the ones that's taking the risk. You know what I'm saying?
I was never a prostitute when I met him. I was still going to school. I was in middle school. So he turned me
14.
Well, I mean, after that, like after 14, I mean, when you got older, or how long was you doing that?
It's a lifestyle. I don't know.
So you're immune to it. So you didn't ever in your mind say that this is not for me, or I want to get out, or I need help? No, you got used to it.
Yeah.
Damn. My heart goes out to you. Like, that's devastating to me, because as a woman, because we learn how to cover up pain. I've been abused in relationships myself. I've never been pimped out, so I cannot say that I understand that part, but I have friends that have. So, like, just like a drug dealer, it's the same thing. They used to that money, they used to that lifestyle, even though wholeheartedly they want to get the fuck out, but they can't, because they feel like this is all I know. This is all I can do. I can't make no money like this. I'm going to stay in this shit. But really, that's just the devil convincing you that you're happy and you're really not. That money is not making you happy. That lifestyle is not making you happy. But you're just so comfortable with it because it's convenient and it's a pattern. It's like I'm used to it. This is what I'm used to. I can deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not stupid. You're very smart. You're still healthy and look great. I just feel like you can do more. I think that you have a story to tell. I really feel like you can help other women that, come from other countries and they get abused when they come to the United States. I know so many women, especially Miami, because we're flooded with all different cultures from all over the world, reside here and be pimped out. This is such a familiar fucking story and don't know how to get out because they can't get their visa, because they feel obligated to be with the man. And there's so many, stipulations to staying in America. You have to marry them for 3 years. You have to do so many paperwork, so you feel like, fuck it, I'm just going to go with the flow and do you, and thinking you're free, but you're really not. When you're with all these men and doing this, you're really like, it's like slavery in a sense to me, because you're not owning your own body. You're feeling obligated to keep giving and giving and giving all of yourself to, a man, So if you ever want to get out and you ever, want to do other things, I would love to help you and guide you, or whatever the case, because you don't have any like other goals or natural talents that you would love to achieve or dip and dab business wise, because you seem like a smart woman.
Currently, I don't know. I've been like, I talked to like 2 different producers for like 2 different shows, and I still get like royalty deposits from Worldside Hip Hop every 3 months. So I don't know.
Right.
Right now, I don't know.
Right.
Has anybody ever came at you about doing your own show or reality show or anything like that?
No, just with other people.
Mm.
Right,
Well,
for you to
shit.
be a part.
But shit, I look at you like you the brand. I mean, people know your name, people know who you are. You an intriguing personality. Like, I remember the first time I ever heard about Cardi B. It was a big name producer, and we was in the studio, and he said, "Yo, have you seen this girl on Instagram? She like cat stacks." Like, that was the first thing he said, like, when trying to describe Cardi B to me. So it was like your personality and the way that you are, the way you describe things, draw people in. So I don't think, for me personally, I would watch the Cat Stack show. Shit, like I would. Like, if it ever went down, I would watch the motherfucking Cat Stack show. I would. So, I think that's something that will be super dope. But I also, when I was looking you up, I seen that you wrote a book at one point, but you was going through like legal issues with it. Did you ever get a chance to put out the Becoming Cat Stack's book, or just continue to promote the book that Q had?
Well, Q shut down the second book, the one that you mentioned, Cat Stacks. He shut it down with his lawyers. Then he put out his own version and bashed me at the beginning of the book. So after he died, his family just like gave me the rights to the book, and that's the only thing I sell online. It was his
that
words.
was nice of them. Oh, okay. So it wasn't he wrote about you. It wasn't that you wrote about yourself. Okay, gotcha.
So
would you
have you ever tried to do it again?
Yeah.
I don't know. He put me through too much.
Word. Now, how is that possible? Because, like, if you telling your life story, how is it possible that, you know what I'm saying, he could stop you from doing that? God bless the dead, by the way, but how could he stop you from telling your story?
It was my manager.
Ah.
He than me, so he could do whatever he want. Like, when he would, like, send a lawyer letter, and if I sent a lawyer letter, it was, like, I think it was, like, 500 or something. Or 300. I forgot how much it was to send a lawyer letter back. Just each letter. He has money to. I don't.
Right. Are you still in contract with him, even though he passed, or everything severed because he passed?
No one from his team has spoke to me since he passed.
Okay. So all that wording is important to look back in your contract to see that if his passing or whatever, or how many years, he had a hold of you. That's important to know too, as well. Because you got to be in control of your own life. You can't let these men have that much control of your voice, of who you are. You got to know you're powerful, mama. You know what I'm saying? That I know it's hard. Believe me, it took me a while to get where I am as well, through, emotional drama. Even I was emotionally and physically abused as well. So I understand that. But we have to take that power back from all the people who have hurt us and not let them get in our way of our future and your destiny. You are powerful. You have to understand that look, people are mimicking the way you talk. People are mimicking the way you were acting. People were mimicking, and you was acting. So that has to say a lot. There's many girls, it's not a few. You go on social media right now on Instagram, they're saying what you said. They're doing what you did already years ago. So now there's the new cat stacks. You're like, this is the new fucking me. You know what I mean? Follow me, bitches, because that's what they're fucking doing. Is they're mimicking you. They're mimicking your path. They're mimicking, like, literally to the T. So I watched recently videos and I'm like, oh my God, it's like looking at that in the mirror of what the girls are doing today. It's kind of crazy. And you started that. And you was acting. They were actually paying. If you talk to these girls, like, this is not what really happened. This is not the life I really want to live. And, this is the path I really want to go. I feel like if you have to really soul search, I'm not trying to preach or anything, but I feel like I have to. I'm sorry. But I feel you. Yeah, and I understand you and I get you. And I see you as a person. I don't just see you as, a beautiful woman with a luscious body and you're, with a fat ass. I see more than that. I see me like hurt soul. I feel your hurt. I feel it because I know I've been there and hurt and sorrow, and I had to put this front up like, fuck you, fuck that. I was like that too. I promise you, on every interview, like, fuck that bitch. I was there too. I promise you. You can pull them up too. So I get it. And now I'm just like getting older and like, I was so angry at people. I didn't trust people. I was battered. People try to Armstrong me with my money because I was making money, getting money. That's why I rolled with a lot of dudes. I was like, you ain't going to get over me. Fuck that shit. I rolled with killers and shit. So I understand you. That's why I get you. But we have to change along the times and grow from our past, and even the way I feel like you can influence a lot of women. You already did. Now you can influence them in a different path. They might not admit that they mimicked you, but they fucking are. They're lying to say if they're not, because we can go from video to video and they were like, okay, that's Cat Stacks, this year, 10 years later, this bitch at the same, you know what I'm saying? So you can say, yeah, I did that. Look at where I am out now. I would love to hear a book or you on reality. Are you still in Miami?
Yeah.
I mean, if you still want to do reality shows, like I'll help you get it. Because I'm not into the reality show because I'm not good. Like, I would really fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? They say one thing wrong. I still got my little temper. So I'd rather not put myself in situations. Someone says something, be like, what? Like, I just can't put myself there, So I wouldn't be in any reality show with any girls. But I would help you if you want to do that. What'd you say?
I said, I've heard about you.
I know. There's stories. I know. There's stories. There's stories. Lots of stories.
I've been who you were, and I've heard a lot of good things about you from Erica Mena. And then,
yes, I love it.
I was arguing with Remy. Sorry to bring it up. I don't know if you guys are friends again, but I was arguing with Remy on Twitter, my last Twitter page, and Nicki Minaj pages. They started sending me the link about you beating her up. And that's when I got like more intrigued. I'm like, I already knew about Gloria Velez, but now I got more intrigued now that you beat her up. So.
You see, I gotta be the referee. I gotta be the referee to keep both of y'all asses out of trouble, man. Straight up, man.
It was hilarious. Like, you beat up the big bad wolf. Like,
yo, I gotta be the referee. Man. We need both of y'all to calm down. Help
no, I'm calm. I'm definitely calm. Well, with that said, I know someone between me and Remy, we have mutual friends. I'm still with a lot of friends with, from Terror Squad. I got brothers up in there. And I guess she was on Drink Champs recently. And she kind of says that, all her fights, and she was, angry and She kind of said she, whatever kind of bully is she was, the person she was, and that she sorry for all the things that she's done and she's grown and moved on. And I applaud for that. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't mention my name, but she said, the vixen. So I'm thinking it's me.
That's legendary.
Yeah.
Like,
so funny. I love you, girl. But yeah, but we grow from that. You see, we grow from that, and then we learn. I mean, me and her, when we fought, it was like I was 24 years old. I was going to be 25, so we was young. That was right before she went to jail. So we was young, and she was a hothead. I was a fucking hothead, and two hotheads. Woo! I wasn't backing down. She wasn't backing down. It's a long story. We'll get into that in another episode. But
yeah, because I was gonna ask, because Glow, I never heard that story.
The story,
so if
yes.
you want to save that for another episode, we can. But
yeah, I want to bring on. I actually want to bring on a few terror squads and people that was there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll do that for another episode. But this is what I'm talking about. I've grown from my youth. My youngness, my wildness, my wild days. Like fighting.
If you beat up Remy, like, stay away from me. like, whatever you say is fine. Nope, I don't care.
You can never, this is what I tell people, never underestimate anyone. Doesn't matter what they look like. You have no idea how they can fight. Never underestimate anybody. I could be pretty, but doesn't mean that I don't have hands. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I have
like all homegirls and her, and then she tried to come back and you still fucked her up. I'm like, oh. If you ever say outside in the back door, I'm out.
You're too funny. You're too funny. But back to you, right? But yeah, I would definitely, help you get into these reality shows. I'd love to help people and place people. I don't need anything back from it. I think you need to be back in the spotlight and be in these reality shows because you were the first. And I think it should be acknowledged, and I'm acknowledging you. But I think you are more than that. I really do. I'm saying that personally. And I think you're a sweetheart. And I think you can give more. And then you can be, I don't know how old you are, but you're definitely older when you were 19. So you're more wiser. You learn. So you can teach these girls what you've been through, what you overcame. And I think that's something to be proud of, that you're still here. You know what I'm saying? Out of everything that you went through, living with a pimp for 5 years, I'm sure that wasn't easy. I'm more than sure. And then have to portray a lifestyle and a life on social media that really wasn't you. Even though you knew in your mind it's not you, but it's got to affect your spirit, your soul. It has to. Even though you don't have to admit to that, but it does. Because like when rumors about me came about, and I felt like, oh, fuck that shit. But it really affected me. It did, because I'm like, oh, that's not me. You know what I'm saying? But then we got to put that hard shit like, fuck you. Fuck that shit. So I think it's time to tell your story. I think it's time to people get to know your personality and who you are, and that you're more than just a body and a wild out girl. We can, you could be both, sweetheart, and be like, yeah, but don't fuck with me. I'm like that too, so it's okay to be that. But it's okay to show your other side, find ways of what you like. It could be anything. Now on social media, I mean, people dance, people draw, being comic, you're a comedian or just a personality. Your personality can just be something to sell to the audience. They just like to hear you talk. There's anything. So you just got to find your niche. You got to find that thing, that you love to do every day. I think that's the best things. And then your daughter to look something. You have a daughter, so I know she's older now, and she's gonna see these things. And I know how it is because my son sees things. I'm like, this is what mommy is. I'm gonna start telling these rumors it's not fucking real. This is what the fuck it is. So I think it's time to shut down some people, the rumors and things you did so that wasn't real. Oh, that was fucking real. Tell your story instead of other people telling your story. What do you think?
No. Incorrect.
So, what are your passions? Like, I want to get to know Kat Stacks. Like, what does she like to do? What is she like in a daily basis? Like, I would like to know who you are.
Well, I mostly
You what? I'm sorry.
be home all day now. I like be
So
with
you.
my cat. I just be home with my cats all day.
Hey,
Oh,
cameo for the cat. Let's
oh.
go.
So wait, how did you get your name Cat Stacks? Is because you like cats? Is that what it is?
My ex pimp gave it to me.
Oh, okay.
So wait, what is your birth name, may I ask? Or do you not want to put that out there?
Andrea.
Andrea. It's a
Andrea.
beautiful
What's
name.
good? Pleasure to meet you,
That's
Andrea.
Andrea. That he's so sweet. Any other
Um,
questions you would like,
no,
John?
that's all. I had to be in like the video with you guys. I'm cool. That's my cat making noise in the background, by
No, it's
What?
okay.
And you said what, Glove?
No, no, no. I know you said you had a list of questions for her. I didn't want to overtake my,
Oh
not
no,
rants,
no.
but my passion, because I'm a passionate talker. You know what I'm saying? So, and when I feel something, I definitely speak about it. And especially when it comes to a woman, I'm a woman. And especially to a woman that's been through a lot, in this industry. And then we fall just victim instead of being victorious and saying, I'm a warrior coming out of this, not
Mhm.
stay the victim or stay hurt and just be like, okay, this is what I am. This is what you say. I'm going to be that. No, you're more than that. And I want her to get in her mind and her soul that she is more than that, that she can do more. I mean, we have to say it every day, walk that walk. And it's okay to be in homebody, but you can do a lot of things at home nowadays. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta I just feel like, to better your life and better your daughter's life. If I don't know if your daughter's with you still or with dad or with your family, but just to look in the future to say like, mommy overcame everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just feel like I had to say that. Maybe it was too much. I don't know, John.
Nah, I mean everything you saying coming from a place of love, and where my
Yes.
standpoint with everything was is I just want people to get their roses for what they did. You know what I'm saying? When
Right.
I see, when I look at the game, and this all started off with Instagram post that I put about you, Kat, and it was like, yo, the first person I ever seen do, whether it's the wigs, whether it's the voice, whether it's being the big personality that you are, the way that a lot of these girls carry themselves, it came from you. And it's like, yo, where's the Cat Stacks album, show, cartoon? Where is all this shit at?
So funny.
I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, because I'm watching, it's like a lot of people eating off of something that you did. And so for me, it just started off with a genuine post where I was just like, yo, let's not forget, where it came from. And being in the music industry, I see it all the time where another person will get the credit for something somebody else started,
All
or
the
one
time.
person, or you know what I'm saying? Or you look at the motherfuckers that was in the NBA back in the 70s that wasn't getting paid hella money. And then in the 90s, they getting millions, but it's people now that's getting bread on a higher level than the people that actually originated whatever is going on. So my thing is
Exactly.
all about just keeping it real about who did what, who started what, and acknowledging where something came from. Like I said, just not necessarily just picking on her, but the first name that comes to my head was like a Cardi B, like to watch her become this super big artist. And it was like, dang, she basically doing Cat Stacks thing. So it's like, and
Right.
then like for a while, it was like you was super super duper in the face of the public and all through media and shit, and it kind of simmered down. And as you was simmering down, it just seemed like everybody took your style, ran with it, and got millions. So it's like, shit, if y'all put together the Cat Stacks reality show, I'll executive produce that motherfucker. If y'all
He's so
come
funny.
with the Cat Stacks documentary, god damn it, I'm gonna be a part of it, because I remember, motherfuckers, I was there, I was tuned in. Oh, World Star, me and the homies. But seriously, I do, much like what Gloria was saying, though, your story even beyond the things that we know you for. Because like I say, I was looking, trying to get my little investigative reporting on, and just seeing a lot of things that you went through with dealing with different pimps and having a crazy life, and just dealing with all of the shit that you went through. And then going from that and starting off from not being from this country, and then now you a part of I would say hip hop pop culture, where we know your name, we know who you are. And I think that a lot of times this game can do people dirty, where we'll let people entertain us, and then when it's time for them to eat or give back to them, We just say
Right.
fuck them and forget about them. So for me, it's like it was important to put that post because it's like, nah, fuck that. We all was on the Cat Stacks train when we was watching her every week on World Star. Why don't we still give a fuck about what's going on with her now? So for me, it's just I just want to see you eat, ma. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like underneath all of the shit that you've been through, when you talk and when you do interviews, and even your demeanor now, you have a very sweet personality. And like Gloria was saying, it would be dope to just see what you up to now, how you feel about things, or just get your perspective on things, because it's like a little mini yous but running around and shit. And it would be just cool to see how the originator of that shit feels about what's
But
going on. So,
also, but also, put light onto it and stating, you was told to do these things. So a lot of these girls think it's okay and it's cute and it's funny. So I'm not glorifying what you
right.
did, or I'm not glorifying what these girls are doing. I'm just saying that people acknowledge and pay attention to drama. That's our world, right? They love to see people look crazy, do crazy shit, stupid shit. And that's what gets a lot of people's attention. That's which is sad, but it's truth. So that's what a lot of these girls are doing. Outing people, talking shit, fighting all the time. And people love to see people look crazy. So it would be great to see you grow from that and be on reality shows. Yeah, of course they're gonna want to script a little bit. Everything's fucking scripted, but grow as say, look, wow, Cat Stacks now is doing this, or Cat Stacks doing that, or you school someone. I think in life we all supposed to help people with anything, learning from your past experience. Someone can grow from what you just said, or whatever. I just feel like to give back. That's all, and when you're ready, obviously you're not ready now. I get it. And I just wanted to plant that seed in your head that you are worthy to be more. You are worthy to do more. You are worthy. Just know that no matter what any man says or any woman says to you, you are better than that. Like truly better than that. I feel your sweet soul. Truly, I do. You've just been hurt by a lot of people, and that's so hard to get over. I've been hurt by family members too. I've been hurt by, relationships and at one point I was angry at everybody. Like I was like, fuck you all, fuck that. But then I was like, damn, I'm bitter. Well, damn, I'm not truly happy. So I had to release it and let go and forgive even the people who hurt me. Not to let them back in your fucking life. You don't have to do that. But forgive them to heal yourself. And that's what I had to do to heal. So, you're not there yet. That's good. But I just wanted to plant that seed and let you know that, I feel your soul. I think you're a sweetheart. I think you got a lot more to give to this world because people are very intrigued with you already. So you already got their fucking attention. Okay. So you're more than halfway there. Now you just had to figure out what direction you want to go next. Because you already were there over here. You already were over there. Now you're there and you're like, okay, what's next? And you got to grab. And I would love to help you if you need any help. Like I have connects and you don't got to give me anything. You just tell me what direction and I will try to help as much as I can. Cause I feel you. I don't know. I just do, and I feel that, and you're right there, Mama. I'm in Broward. You're in Miami. So it's nothing but a drive, and there's a lot of videographers out here. There's a lot of reality shows being shot here as well. And, yeah, I don't think nobody's going to say no to you being on a reality show. You have big personality. So I'm just putting it out there. We need Cat Stacks on a reality show ASAP and a book. So we need someone to invest her in a book. So, yeah, we just got to look, your paperwork and help you out through all that. I would love to help you to move on to your next journey in life. I think in life, we all need to help each other, progress and move forward. I think that's important. We all need some type of help. I had to learn that too because I was stubborn. Like I can do it all, Jon.
Well, yeah, I was gonna ask Kat, how do you want to be remembered? What do you want people to get out of your story? You know what I'm saying? For the people
Yes,
that
great
follows
question.
your story, what you want people to get out of your testimony?
I don't know. Sorry.
Still writing it. I can dig it.
Yeah,
Still
that's
writing
okay.
it.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm sorry if it's just too personal, but how old is your daughter now?
No, I have a son.
Oh, you have a son. How old is your son?
12.
Oh, he's 12. Oh, he's getting older. So he's about that age. He's on the internet. Like, because I have two boys and one's already 25. So, and I've been through that when he was 12 and 13. You want to, leave a legacy. We all wowed out. There's no shit. That's who you are. And mommy went through a lot of shit, but you want to now in this, journey in life, show him your growth also, not just for you, for your son as well. And I do it for my kids as well. Everything I do is for them. I mean, I always did, but I had my own personality that was a little bit wild. I had to tame, but that's through growth and learning experience and knocks in the head and running into the wall a couple of times, but I think you need to start, planting seeds in your head of what you want to do, mama, and how you want your son to view you, and mommy's growth, just everything. You really got to sit down and do that, and want more for your life and happiness. You deserve it. You got to say you deserve to be happy, and you deserve to show people that you're a different person, and that all those videos of you, you can like I have a lot of videos of me too, and people perception of me, and other shit. And I'm like, one video doesn't define who I am. I'm gonna be real with you and raw with you, because I want you to feel me as well. Like, when I was how old was I? 19 years old, and I was in Cancun and with another woman, and they were like, oh my God, now that's normal, right? That's normal now, right? But back in the day when I was 19, it wasn't. It was like, oh my God, Gloria's with a girl. You know what I'm saying? So, and it was a big thing, and I was bashed for it. I was condemned, and she's too wild, and what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So now these girls are being praised. So look at the difference. But they still bring it up like it's a bad thing, but these girls doing it every day on social media, So you got to take all the things you've done, say, yeah, I've done that, so fucking what? But this is who I am now. You don't have to be the person that you was before because they tell you that's all you can be and will be and could be. Fuck that. They try to plant that seed and put me in the box too, mama. I promise you that shit. And I told the motherfuckers.
Hey, I felt that. I felt that. Fuck that in my soul just now. I felt that. I
I
felt
know
that.
you
That
did. I
came
know
from your
you
heart.
did.
I
It
did.
did. It
Yo,
did.
I got a question for both of y'all, man. So both of y'all are
Okay.
mothers, and both of y'all been around this game, being around dudes, fast life, all that type of shit. How did having a kid change the way y'all move?
The cat. Go ahead, cat.
It didn't change me.
Mm.
Why do you think that? Are you raising? I'm sorry if it's too personal too. Are you raising your child or someone else's?
Um. Damn, I would have to start. You guys have
I'm
time?
sorry.
I said you guys have
What?
time.
Yes, of course.
So I wasn't going to have the child,
Mm.
but days later I got locked up, and immigration put me on hold. And the only way I wouldn't get deported was if I had the child.
Mm.
Oh,
They
okay.
took me to my family, forced me to have the baby. They checked up every month to make sure, the doctor paperwork. They came twice a week. They looked at the paperwork to make sure the baby was okay. And then my baby daddy was locked up while I was pregnant. Then after I had the baby, he was released, and he didn't want to be with me. And he left back to New York, and I had to stay in Miami because I had an ankle bracelet. So my mom helped me raise him and try to be a mother, but I didn't like living with my family. I'm used to living by myself. So that's when I got into all the whole world star and all that stuff. I started making money so I could live alone.
So when you lived alone, did you bring your son, or the baby stood with mom?
It had to stay with my mom. I couldn't do all my bullshit.
Right. Okay. I got you. I understand.
And then my baby daddy passed away. So it's kind of hard because when I see him, I see my parents. But my mom helps me. Her side of the family helps me. My baby daddy's side of the family helps me, but they're in New York. But I don't know, it's just weird. It didn't change me at all. But I don't know how to answer the question.
You did. You did. You
Yeah,
did.
you
You
did.
answered.
Truth is that's all we ask for. Truth, shit. And what about
Yeah,
you,
you
Glow?
did.
Yeah.
Each kid, each boy changed me dramatically. When you have a kid at a different age, because the first one I had him at 17, I
Mm,
was really young. Yeah, really young, with Aaron, and took care of responsibility right away. Um, I went on tour with him. I was dancing on tour, doing music videos. I just got full focus, hustle mode. I took care of my mom, my brothers, other family members. So I took on the role. My dad was in and out of jail and not well. So I took on the man role and everything, you know? So, but yeah, I was still a baby with the baby. So I did a lot of stupid little shit, obviously, 'cause I was still growing up in this industry, this crazy industry. So I made my mistakes having a baby, but being responsible, meaning the bills were paid. You know, everybody went to school. I was paying for clothes, you know, holidays. So I was very responsible in that aspect, but I did do a lot of stupid shit. I can't say that I didn't, you know, but I learned along the way. But I was very hands-on soccer mom. He played every sport. So I was very, and my mom was there, you know, in the house also helping me so I can travel as well. And I took him on the road as well. The second child, I was older. I was 33. So different mentality, you know?
uh-huh.
And then me and his father didn't work out. And then he got diagnosed with autism at 2 years old for vaccination
Sorry.
injury. No, it's okay.
You good.
And so that changed my whole life. I stopped everything for my child because he stopped eating, he stopped sleeping. My life changed dramatically for both kids. Every woman is different, every scenario is different, and every mentality is different. My children are my life, so you know I'm just getting back into the swing of things. My son is getting better, thank you God, and I want to do an episode about that too, how I'm healing him and the things that I'm doing for him to help him heal. So yeah, it's a different bond between my boys. I adore both of them, but they're different bondage. You know, I adore
Mm.
my boys, but I understand her pain, and it's different. It's just different. You know, even though I went through an abusive relationship, my first one, it was hell. You know, and then we had good times, but I still see him as father, but I don't leave the negativity in my mind when I see my boys through their father. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like look at them and saying, "Oh my God, that's their father." You know, I don't do that to myself. You know, and then when I visualize or ever have talked to my son's father, I don't dwell on the negativity. I dwell on let's heal, let's move forward. But you can't do that obviously because he passed. I'm sorry that he passed, but you know, we have that's what I'm saying. You have to move on with the pain. And I know it takes a long time. And it took me a long time to even talk to my first baby father. Years, literally. So I
Mm.
understand that it takes a while to let go of that pain, that hurt, because it was so long. Um, festering in your heart. I get it. But my children definitely are the main only part in my life, you know?
See, that's a beautiful thing because you know I ain't got no little ones yet, man. So I
Yeah, I'm
love
so
hearing stories.
surprised. How did you not
Yeah.
leave one in old girl? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yo, hey yo, listen, I was
I'm just
bobbing
kidding.
and
I'm just kidding.
weaving. I was bobbing
I'm
and
just kidding.
weaving, bobbing and weaving, making smart decisions, man. Yeah,
Well,
nah.
talking about kids, Kat, do you ever see yourself like married? Like if you find like a good man, Kat, and you know he's like, I'm gonna take care of you. I love you for who you are. Would you ever be considered to being a wife? Just curious.
Yes, of course.
Oh, that's good. Oh,
There we
I
go.
really like her. I gotta find
But
you a
look,
husband.
but wait, but wait. Now, okay. Now let me ask the question. Now, okay. Being as how all this time you've had a certain mentality when it comes to men, do you think you will be able to change your mentality on how you view men and really allow yourself to let a man be that protector and provider for you? Being as how a lot of the cats that came into your life prior kind of took advantage. So, do you think it'll be a smooth transition for you to allow a man to really be that provider and protector for you?
I don't understand the question.
So, it's like, okay, you coming up basically around pimps and all of that. So it's a certain type of way that you got to view men. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
okay. So what
Where
he's trying to say simply is like, you know, a lot of men, because I understand it because I've been abused. So like, it
mm,
took me a while to accept someone being loving, being you're putting your all love in him? Are you going to be accepting to a man that's fully loving and being yours, and not being,
Yes.
not receptive of his love because you've been abused and hurt for so long? Will you be receptive to his love and be faithful into a marriage? Could you do that because you've been hurt so much in your past?
Thank
Yes,
you,
of
Gloria.
course.
Yeah, she can. I think I feel it in my heart that you are ready. Especially say you're a homebody. You don't got no ankle bracelet now, right? No,
Oh,
no ankle bracelet. So you're home because you're on your own will. You're willing to be home. How some of these girls, I just was just curious. It's beautiful outside. It's hot. I mean, a little too hot outside, but yeah. So I mean, to be all the way outside, but no, I just feel like, yo, John, we
what's
gotta
up?
help. We gotta help Kat.
Shit, let's get
Oh,
it.
we could do, listen, because she lives right there, like, date cat stacks. We could do like a little like YouTube. I'm serious. I think that's even better than being around a lot of chicks, because that shit will she's like me, she got a temper. So like, be around some of these chicks and probably bring the older her out. Be like, what bitch? Ah, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. We gonna play matchmaker for you, Kat.
I
We gonna
think that
find you
would
the
be
right
no,
dude.
I'm saying, no, I'm talking about like a show. Like you can do a
Uh,
YouTube show and film her dating, having going on dates and finding the one. I would watch that shit because that would be intriguing of the shit you would say and what he would say. You know what I'm saying?
that's
I
what,
think
like
that's a
some
great fucking idea.
like some flavor of love type shit. Is what you
But
saying?
better. Yeah, but
But
better.
better.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. Oh,
better.
I
I
love
wa-
that. I fucking love that.
I watch that shit too. I would. I feel like it'll be funny as hell.
I was on the Two Brothers, the one that passed away. I was on what was it?
The real wasn't it Real Chance of Love?
Real Chance of Love. I was on there teaching the girls how to dance, be in their videos, because both of them do music.
Oh
Oh
wow.
shit. The motherfucking Stallionaires. I
Yes,
remember.
Stallionaires. Yes,
I
yes.
remember.
They were
Man, God.
gentlemen. They were super sweet. Oh my god.
Oh,
A
wait,
lot of things
before
have
we keep
shifted,
going,
y'all.
Kat, do you remember that show, man?
I remember my baby daddy's favorite show was the Flavor of Flavor or whatever.
Yeah.
Because
Yes,
that's when New York was on the first time.
Yeah.
His
yes.
was like, all these bitches remind me of y'all.
Oh my God. See, that's why we gotta flip the script, Kat. We gotta get you the show.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we
Hell
need you to
yeah.
we need you to be the one pimping these dudes for one time. You know what I'm saying? We gotta
Well,
find
not
you.
even
We got
pimping, but like, more like, okay, we should do like Flavor Love meets what's that other show that they bring roses and shit, but I
what
don't
the
really watch it.
Bachelor.
Yes, yes, the Bachelorette. So like a little hood, but a little class. We can mix them both. You know what I'm saying?
Let's do
Sure,
it.
we're in
Let's do
Miami.
it.
We can have like, a nice lunch on a boat. We gotta, we Miami, we got a lot of chilies out here. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a great idea. I'm gonna try to put
I
that
think
into fruition. And
I
yeah,
think it
I
is
think that's
too.
a
I
great.
think I'm backing it up all the way. I'm watching. I'm tuning in, like straight up.
Yeah,
Like that'll be a
yeah,
funny
we
ass
have
show.
to.
But that'll be dope too, for real. Because if you saying you really ready for, you'll have a husband and all of that. That'll be super cool. Like for real to play matchmaker.
Yeah, but even in just getting your feet wet and dating and seeing other men, you know what I'm saying? And I had to do that too, not just in the industry, businessmen, working men, 9 to 5 men, they make good money too. People have this misconception that you can't live good or eat good with a man that earns hard-earned money, that works a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? So we can
Yeah,
show that as
man.
well. We can
And
show that
straight
as
up,
well. I have a
and
lot.
Kat,
I
what's your type?
She's
What do you
laughing.
what
Oh
what you
yes.
looking for? What's your type before we go and try to find you a man? Like you know what I'm saying? What's your type?
I don't have a type.
Oh well, shit. We got room
Well,
then.
that's
That means
easy.
that's
Well, that's
easy.
easy.
That's what's up. Shit. Yes,
Kat,
indeed.
what sign are you? When were you born?
Scorpio, November 2nd,
Scorpio.
19,
Scorpio. Eh,
Scorpio.
what year you say?
1989.
1989.
Okay, vet. Okay, Scorpio. My mother and my father is Scorpio, so I know all about it. I know all about it. Y'all don't take no shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna speak y'all mind. Nobody gonna run over y'all. I know all about it. I know all about Scorpios, man.
I love it. I love it. So thank you for being on. Is anything that you would like to say, or give me your Instagram or anything? If you have a YouTube page or any projects coming out or the book you have for sale, so people can know the things that you have out there that they can purchase or look you up on, ma'am.
Now, I'm just happy to be on the show with you, and I'm honored because a lot of girls like me wish they was on your level when you was doing videos and with all those rappers and all this stuff. And it's funny as fuck that you beat up Bernie Mom. Sorry to bring that up. You're like,
I mean,
like I did it, so she's not as hard as people think.
This girl's crazy.
I think it's fucking hilarious. As soon as you Google Gloria Velez, she beat up Remy Ma and her friends. Hilarious. Like, bitch got beat up. Mom got beat up again.
Lord, Cat, we trying to keep the peace. We trying to keep the peace. We trying to keep the peace.
So what did you say? Your book? Where could they buy your book at?
About the book. That's World Star's version. I hate it.
Oh,
but
it's not yours. Okay. I thought they said they gave you the right. Okay, but you don't want to sell it because it's not your words.
Yeah, I get paid for it. So when people buy it, sorry, my cat's annoying as fuck. When people buy it, they just read what Q wrote before he died.
Right.
So I don't care. You can find it on Google, but other than that, haha, you beat up Remy.
Okay. This girl. We love you, Kat, for who you are, no matter what. We love you.
That's a fact.
Thank you for being on the show. Thank you, Jon, for being here. I love you.
Oh, come on.
So
you already know. Love you to the moon and back. You already know.
I love you too, baby. Y'all tuned into Just Glow Podcast. I'm your host, Gloria Velez. And my reoccurring guest, Jon Connor. I love you. I love you. Thank you for being on. She already went out. It's all good. We love you. And don't forget to just glow.